intro music, and then I'm going to introduce you like a rock star.
All right.
And then we're going to get started.
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Cool.
I'm ready.
Here we go. So recording and... Hello and welcome to Morning Fuel. I am your host, John Bundy, and you are here because you believe in the power of the spoken word and its ability to change lives, and that by sharing our stories, we can help others to overcome challenges that they cannot overcome on their own. Whether it's a victory you need to win in business or in your own personal life, you understand that the answers can be found in listening to others who are willing to share their stories, knowing that their story ultimately doesn't belong to them. All right, today's guest, starting out as a client of the financial firm that he helps middle class with financial literacy and gives average and ordinary people a shot to do more in the financial industry. He saw the value in this service, and now he and his team help families create a financial plan to get properly protected, debt-free, and to become financially independent. His favorite thing about what he does is creating a financial path for those he helps, and the look of comfort on their face when they know that they and their family are properly protected. When asked what advice he has to give others trying to succeed in business, he replied, "Get a mentor. Surround yourself with others in your industry that encourage you and want you to succeed. They can help with your growth." His method for keeping productive is getting up at 4 a.m., working out, studying, reading, and executing the plan he has set for himself. Please welcome to the Morning Fuel family, Primerica Financial Services Regional Vice President, good friend and all-around stellar guy, Anthony Williams.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That is awesome, man. Wow, what an introduction, man. Like I got to fall behind my words
Come
now.
on, man. Yeah,
okay,
let's do
awesome.
it.
Thank you.
Let's live up to it. That's
Thank you, John
awesome.
Bundy, my man. All right.
Good to see you.
Always good seeing you, sir.
Great to have you here. So, wow, we met. I don't remember the dates very well, but I remember the very first meeting. I was invited to a Primerica Financial Network meeting, financial services meeting, and I knew rather quickly the importance of having being protected, having life insurance, and then having a financial plan. So I wanted to get that for myself. And what better way to do it is to learn how to do it, and then at the same time try to teach others about it. And you were the most memorable guy that I met at that event. It seemed like we struck a friendship up like immediately. It was the bearded brethren.
Yes, sir.
And so it's been, man, I know it's been over 5 years.
It's been about over 5 years.
Yeah.
Sir. Yes, sir. Yes, over 5 years.
So and a lot has changed in a very short period of time.
Yes, sir. A lot.
So origin stories are my favorite. Always that first in a series of like, a trilogy, or like, even the Avengers, that very first one where you see how they became the superheroes they were. How did you become the superhero that you are?
Oh, wow, superhero.
Talk to us about.
That's a title there. How I started, man. Again, I came in as a client. I just wanted to get the insurance. I mean, I'm married. I have 8 kids, one woman, one wife with that.
Right.
And so we already had insurance, but we were way underinsured.
Okay.
And we saw the value that we actually needed more because I'm buying another house.
So how did you learn that you needed more? Like,
well,
and
I
when
didn't know.
Why did you get it in the first place?
Actually, the first time getting life insurance, wife Shannon was like, "Hey, something happens to you. I mean, insurance." Like, all right, fine, okay, whatever. Because most men like me,
okay, so it was your wife's idea.
It was my wife's idea. Because most guys, from what I'm learning, that most guys think about life insurance. I mean, it's not that important, right? I don't think I'm going to die anytime soon. Because most men, that's how we feel. Most, not all men. So Shannon told me years ago, like, you're definitely getting insurance. So we got it, something small. I mean, I didn't know it was small at the time.
Right.
And so one of our friends, she was in training in this company, and she called us up, "Hey, you guys, I've been training, helping people get insurance in place, but I'm learning how to do that. So can y'all help me with that? With some training appointment." Like, "Yeah, sure. Come over, do your whole spiel. We already have life insurance. We're covered."
So you're just going to help her out.
You want to help her out because we're a friend. I mean, if you're a friend and need help or learning how to do something new, sure, you can practice on us, right? Even though we're not buying. I made it very clear, hey, we're not buying anything, but you can do your whole spiel.
Right.
So of course she walks in the house, but with the trainer, the sales rep, basically the trainer's the sales rep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm working at the good old shipyard at the time. So it's like Wednesday night, and I get up like early in the morning just to go park my car. Those who know about working there.
So this is already, you're just like thinking, okay, when are they going to leave so I can go to sleep?
Because I don't want to do this appointment anyway, but I'm going to help her out. But anyway, so, the guy was there, her trainer, which is an RVP, he's a insurance agent anyway. And so he was showing us how it all worked. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And he's like, well, how much life insurance do you have? And we told him, hey, we have term already. We already have term.
Yeah, you knew about that.
So we already know term because it's cost less. I have a high value, low cost. Right. I don't, so anyway, he's like, well, if your insurance coverage is how much, I told him how much we had at the time. So if you died today, is your insurance coverage enough for the house that you guys just bought and all your children and your income replacement, And I was like, wait a minute, my income. So the life insurance coverage we have right now would not be enough to cover the household and my income. I mean, it's enough for her for maybe a year or so, but not for another 20 years.
Sure.
So I saw that we definitely needed more, but I wasn't too sure about buying that day. Right. I have an awesome wife of mine. Hey, Shannon. So we ended up getting more insurance through this company here. So like now we're good. We're straight. Everything's fine. Something happens to me or her, we're going to be okay. God forbid.
So you had a different level of kind of relief. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
We're definitely learned a little bit more, and I know I need more, so I got more.
It made sense because it made sense to us. So we saw value with that, and that was it. That was done. So he was asking me, hey, who else do you know out there should actually start learning about how life insurance works and how IRAs work? I know everybody from my job, from my church, my cousins, my sisters, everybody. He was like, if I can show you how to help other people, are you interested? And my answer was no, I'm not. I don't think that's for me. It sounds like a sales type job. Insurance agent doesn't sound sexy anyway. Right. No, nobody wants to be an insurance agent. That sounds like, hey, buy insurance. No one wants that guy. But we saw the value of, he didn't sell us life insurance. He actually educated us. And we saw value in sharing information. Like, well, I can share information. Like, if I can teach you, help you help other people, is what he said, help you help others, not sell to others. That's what kind of sold me, so to speak.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
And so then I joined and I got licensed. I was in training. I was helping so many people. And I was enjoying helping people. And I made some extra money part-time. I was still working my job. But I loved help. I enjoyed it. It became a thing. I had a passion for it. It's showing people, hey, you guys, did you know how life insurance works? Did you know what happens to your family if you don't have it? Now, do you know how whole life versus term insurance? And it's teaching people about investing long term, and just teaching people, and just going again and again and again. I was like, this is awesome. And then a year later, I quit working my full-time shipyard job.
This is a year after
starting.
Wow.
Year later, actually a year and a month later, I quit working for the good Huntington Ingalls industry and started
Newport News
Shipbuilding. And I was out of that place.
The place where no one dies.
No one ever dies. No one dies
in
the shipyard.
Right.
Quote unquote. Right. And it just, in that part of being free, actually working for myself, it was scary as well too, because again, you have to go hunt for your own food now. But I enjoyed it. I kept working. So year 2, we opened our own office. So we became independent. Left the guy who.
So hold on a second. 1 year you quit your job.
1 year.
Year 2,
we opened
got your own office. You are regional vice president.
Oh wow. Yeah, we opened our own office and everything. So we were independent. Still got good training. Still got the people helping us. But we were hey, we're on our own now.
Right.
And we just helped so many other people. And I enjoyed it. I just really enjoy teaching people, because I didn't. If I learned this when I was like 25, where would I be now? But
sure.
So
you're making up for time, man. You're there in like 2 years, and you're helping more people than you have before, right?
It took a lot of work, and first God first, putting Him first in everything.
Absolutely.
A lot of prayer, because it wasn't always peachy, always. Sure. It wasn't always great. Some months are not as awesome, but it's just the passion behind it, So
yeah. Well, I don't know very many people that 1, love what they do, and 2, work as hard as you and your wife do. I mean. A little bit of my story. The reason why I got into, that we met, like the reason why we met was because I knew that I needed life insurance, and I had a experience years prior, about 8 years prior, where I had a brain tumor removed, and then I started thinking about those thoughts. What if I died? What if I died then? My family would not have been protected. My family probably would have been destitute. My income was the majority income. So yes. The thoughts go along those lines. So, when I first got involved with Primerica and doing that and learning, I didn't qualify for life insurance. I couldn't even be insured, but I knew the value of it. And then also getting financially educated. The thought was down the road, if I ever do qualify for life insurance, is fine, but I'm going to let other people know that they need this. And I would have it if I could. So finally, 10 years after my brain tumor is removed, I'm healthy. I was accepted. I finally got life insurance for my family, and I feel like a giant weight is off my shoulders.
Yes.
Because I know if something were to happen to me today, science has proven 10 out of 10 people die, right?
That's it.
So if something were to happen to me today, my family would be taken care of. My income would be replaced in my demise. So it's really, really good stuff. Great stuff that you do.
Yes.
Now, keeping Anthony going, keeping Anthony fit, and keeping Anthony sharp has a little bit, maybe a lot to do with your morning routine. Will you talk to us about that?
Absolutely, because again, you got to have a coach. So again, my trainer, my former regional vice president, now was helping me. He's still a regional vice president. I watched what he was doing. I watched his life. I'm like, he has a great family. He's married, 12 kids, homeschools his children,
12 kids.
And he stayed fit. I'm like, how is this guy doing? His income is doing really well, but it wasn't his income. It was his way of living, his quality of life. And I just like thought that was awesome. I'm like, what do you do? What are you doing? He was telling me stuff that he does. I get up in the morning, and he actually gave me a book to read by Hal Elrod. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Hal Elrod book.
The Miracle Morning.
Miracle Morning book. Thank you. Yeah. That book, I read it and I applied it to my life. And other books I was reading behind that. And I said, let me apply what I'm reading, because if I do this, it may happen for me. I don't know. Because most guys, get up 4 o'clock in the morning because you have to. It's your job.
Right.
I started doing it because if I get up in the morning, I get to win the morning and end up winning the day. So working out, and praying and reading before you even start your day. Yeah. Your stress level starts going down. You get more excited, and you have more of a purpose. So when throughout the day you're doing things with purpose. Now I'm just going through the day.
Right.
I planned it out. Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym at this such time. I come home, shower, I'm gonna read, I'm gonna study. Then I'm gonna start my day. And then you just because you just got that energy, man. So I'm 43 years old, but I feel like I'm 21. I have more energy than I've ever had because of the whole routine.
Right. You get an opportunity, and now you and I have shared this before. I've got the morning routine too. Now when I worked for the shipyard for a very short time, I was working for a subsidiary. I had to be up at 3 to get there to the safety meeting by 5 o'clock. I couldn't be late. And when I quit the shipyard after 3 years, my body did not stop waking up at 3. And I had to quickly figure something out, because I was going insane, because I felt like I couldn't sleep. I'm not getting sleep, but started that morning routine. And now I can, sleep in until about 4:30. And get up at 4:30 and start mine. And it's the same. It's getting into exercise, physical exercise, getting into the Word, writing down the Word, kind of going through those steps, because that was one of my favorite books. Is that Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. I read it several times, listened to it on audio, and it's those 5 things and he talked about that the most successful people, this is the one thing they have in common. They do all of these things, and it's like, okay, well, I want to be successful. I'm going to do those things, and it's amazing the small transformations that begin, but then they kind of multiply into large ones.
Absolutely.
That's cool. So you're going to the gym at 4 a.m.?
The gym opens at 5.
At 5, okay.
I get up at 4 so I can, take my time. So
right.
I do what I need to do, but definitely get there, and the gym opens at 5. I'm right there waiting on them to open up.
Okay.
So just get everything out the way.
Nice. And I see you have your run numbers on there each morning on Facebook.
Yes. And I do that for me. Like, okay, all right, start tracking, my mileage, how fast I'm running and all 9.
Right.
Because I was running 8 miles in an hour, and when I was fit, then we went on a couple of trips and everything, so I kind of gained some weight. So now I'm
come back from a cruise and you got gained 10 pounds or something.
So we did 3 trips this summer. So that's excessive. So it's a lot of food. A lot of food.
A lot of good food.
So 8 miles an hour is kind of tough, because I got all this, kind of gained some weight with it. But at 6 miles an hour is not so bad.
Okay.
I'll be back on 8 by spring. So
all right, cool, man. Yeah. Very good, very good. We also asked about books. books. I mean, we're readers now too.
Absolutely.
You know, we didn't used to read before. We just
I'm
went to
reading
work.
like I don't know what. Always
and
reading.
then, so one of the books that you had mentioned, I think it's by David Goggins. Is that You Can't Hurt Me?
Can't Hurt Me. Yes.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I raw guy, but so real. What do you think? And also being a black man, you know, what resonated most with you with his book?
Well, his book, first of all, I mean, I never heard this guy before, right? So I was watching stuff, you know, watching like Les Brown and things like that, those guys like that. And this guy came in there like, Can't Hurt Me and all that stuff. I'm like, who is this Marine Navy SEAL psychopath dude, right? And he was always running. So now that's when I was running, I was running 6 miles then. And I was like, man, maybe I can run 6.5 miles. Because this guy was like, hey, and I started reading his book. He was just giving all he had. Yeah. I'm like, and he just 6.5 miles. Like I can pushing my body more because he was pushing himself. And he was a machine. Like, well, if I can do 6.5, I might be able to do 7 miles.
Right.
If I can do 7 miles, I can do 7.25. You know something? If I just increase my speed and just get better and better over time, I might do 7.5. Right. You know something? Why can't I do 8 miles?
Right.
And because reading his book is, you have to read it to understand this guy here.
His story is amazing, the beginning too. He was a big dude when he started running.
He was a big guy, and I just started, reading his book and watching some other stuff. I was like, well, I can push myself. I can do this. I can really run. And if I just work hard on it and know I can do it, it will still take time, obviously.
Right.
But I can do this. And so that book helped me run 8 miles an hour, and I was always doing that. Right. I was taking one of my kids with me to the gym, and we were getting better and better. But yeah, that book got me to 8 miles an hour.
It's amazing the inspiration that you can draw of somebody else's story, isn't it? And I mean, that's what this is all about. You know, so our conversation here is going to help somebody to do the thing that they've been maybe putting off, or do better at the thing that they know they can, but they just need a little bit of encouragement.
Yeah, that book helped me, because that 8 miles, I mean, in 1 hour, really, I mean, he really wants to do that. I mean, I did it for me, not because I was trying to win something.
And you did it.
I didn't get an award.
You reached that.
I reached it, and I was doing like all the time until I went on these vacations.
Till the cruises, till the vacations. Huh?
Yeah, a lot of good meat, a lot of good carbs going on there.
So what is next for Williams Enterprises? I don't know. Do you have like a parent company? Are you like Anthony Williams LLC?
The next thing that I want to grow is I just want to help people with their bills. Coming up where I came from, low income housing and all that stuff like that. I just want to figure out how can I help. Besides making a whole lot of money, yes, making money can help a lot of people. You can bless people, but how do I help other people increase their income or help them get out of debt?
Understanding how money works.
And sometimes it's just like, okay, I get it, but I don't have the income. I don't have skill set to make extra income. Well, okay, hopefully I can help out, because everybody needs help sometimes, and I want to be able to make enough that I can help people. I remember sometimes water in our house, we didn't have it. I don't know why we didn't. I asked my parents that, but sometimes we didn't have any water. Sometimes we didn't have lights, So I want to be able to help some families. Hey, we're just short this month. Not like we were lazy or anything. We just didn't have it. We did everything we could do, and it didn't meet well. And I just want to be able to have some type of funding or something. I don't know how to do that yet. Right now, I need to make more income to have that, and be able to help people. Hey, we need some assistance. Not I want to use this fund so I don't have to work anymore, but I just need help this month.
Right. Right. So I mean that answers my last question really, and that was what does Anthony Williams, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, what do you need right now?
I need my funds need to go up a little lot more. So I just definitely, and that's the only way I've learned it. Like if you want to help people who are poor, it's just kind of a crude way to say it though. Just don't be one of them. I heard that from someone. Just don't. It's like okay, and so I know money isn't everything, but it gives us better opportunities.
Sure it does.
And so if I when I do this here now, I'm being blessed. I want to bless other people. But I have to make a lot more. So I have to help. So only way I can help people is by helping other people, which that's why I enjoy this here. The only way I can help others by helping others now. And it's just, I mean, it just gives me a purpose. Not like I'm trying to make all this money just for me, Hey, because I see a lot of business owners out there, they're doing well for themselves, and it's awesome for them, and I do all right. I'm gonna use I. But and I see like if we can just help other people, help other here to serve others anyway. So why not use your skills and your talents and your income if you have enough to help other people, because you can't take this money with you anyway.
Right.
You can't take it with you. So why not help other people? And then, and when God can call us home, and can say, I want him to say to me, good job, Anthony.
Yeah.
Good job. I hope he says that. So I just want him to say, good job.
Very good. Yeah. That's awesome. So, that then, more clients, more opportunities for you to share, what it is, the financial piece with people. And then also, I suppose when you're thinking about this idea of helping others when it comes to that assistance, perhaps there are folks out there that might even listen to the podcast that have the know-how when it comes to starting a foundation or something like that you would be able to then, maybe they have a system that they know how to do it, and would help you to set that up so that you can help more people.
Yes.
I think that's what it is. It's the little bits of information that are out there that we just don't have yet.
Networking.
But as soon as we get that piece.
Yeah, someone knows how to do that here. I definitely want to start that up. Just has to grow over time. But definitely have some. I'm looking for people that can help me start one up here. I'm looking for people that definitely need my help. I can teach them how mutual funds works. Roth IRAs and the whole nine.
Right.
Because it's funny. The other day when I was helping out with this guy, he had no clue. He's 47 years old and just had no idea how it all worked. I mean, most people don't. And I'll be honest, I didn't know that years ago either. But I was able to educate him, made it very simple. I don't come with the whole, how the S&P works in the last fiscal year. No, because I don't. That's French to me. So I make it very simple, very easy information. So you can understand how, rule of 72, for example, compound interest. And I teach them that, and how it can apply to you where you want to be in life. So where do you want to be when you retire? How old do you want to be? And so I show them how that works with cost of living, the tax, inflation. You see, that's going up.
Sure.
So I'm able to factor all that in. So by that time you reach your age 65 years old, you need X amount of dollars. So I call it, we call it their FIN number, their financial independence number. So I kind of built them that plan. But I start helping with their debt, your income, who do you owe, what's your interest rates, your balance. And I help them start getting out of debt faster, saving $1,000 on interest. So who wants to pay extra on interest?
Right.
Raise your hand if you want to do that. No.
Right.
Right. So then, and savings and all that. So I give them an entire plan. So it's not all about just life insurance. You definitely need that. But how about now? How do I get out of debt? And I may have the plan. Thank you, John. I may have life insurance with you, but I'm still in debt. Right. I'm not going to retire anytime soon, John, but thank you for the insurance policy. But and I believe.
So that's the more that you offer. And then also in your assistance program, I'm sure you'd have education along with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's just education.
Teaching people to fish, right?
Information. Yeah. Information. And you can apply it if you want to apply it, but you have the information now. So now it's up to you.
Right.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Very cool. Anthony, man, I tell you what, I really value our friendship.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate you, man. I feel I get energy when I'm around you. It just comes off of you.
Hey, man, we've been doing this for 5 years, man. So, like John Bundy, so you just come over to the office. Yes, my man.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yes, sir.
Great talking with you. And I look forward to hearing more. And then the next time on the show, we'll talk about 3 years and 4 years and 5 years and 6 years in, where you're at now and all that stuff.
Where you're going to be at. That's talking about where you're going to be.
Very cool. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be a Jedi Master finally. Maybe they'll let me on the council.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah, good stuff. Well, love you, brother. And we'll talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, man.